Hi, it's Becky from Power Tools with Thread. We just got back from the coast and wow, what a wonderful weekend. A lot of rain on Friday night, but other than that, it was great. My husband got to go out on the boat, he went fishing, and I stayed home and played with my sewing machine some, and I went shopping. Actually, went to a store up in Port Lavaca to Beefore. It's a quilt. And check out this thing behind me. This is called Fun Stuff Measure Up. It is a 6-foot ruler table runner. This is what it looks like. And Jean has these in her store. These are just so cute. Look at this. Isn't this just that's the tag. And she even made a suggestion that you could turn it upside down and use it as a growth chart for your grandchildren. How cool would that be? But I'm going to put it here behind me. And then I had an orphan block. This was a test block that I made for the Hallelujah quilt last year. And I'm going to make several more of these and put them down there. So that'll be real cute. What a perfect little thing for my sewing room. I just love that. So while I was there with her, I picked up some fabric. I needed fabric for some dinosaurs because I am doing a Facebook Live on Friday the 22nd at 10 a.m. with Allbrands. Barbara, the marketing manager at Allbrands, emailed me and she said, let's do a Facebook Live. And I said, okay. And she said, what do you want to do? And I'm like, So I thought that we would talk about the merging of technology and our quilting and how you can use the Brother Scan and Cut and Simply Applique to make applique quilts. And you know, it was quilts that I had, it was classes I had signed up for on Craftsy back when they were around. And I had, one of my favorite pattern designers is Wendi Gratz from shinyhappyworld.com. If you guys are unaware of her, you need to check her out. She has the cutest applique quilt patterns, and she does hers as a quilt as you go. And I don't do that. I just use, I'll put the applique on the block, you know, and then cut it out to size and then go ahead and quilt the whole thing. But like this is her dinosaurs quilt pattern, this one right here. Isn't this just adorable? Now this has sashing strips in the middle, and it's got little clouds, it's got little trees, it's got, you know, just really cute little stuff. I started making this one several years ago, probably 5 years ago, and I said, oh, there's got to be a better way, because I've told y'all before how much I do not like the stitching part of applique quilts. And this is my project box for that, and I even went so far as to get all of her dotted fabrics. She offers fabrics on her website, and you can make, you know, all these little patterns. Like here's a tree stump, or a tree trunk right there. So I have a good bunch of these done up, and I just got so, I don't even know where the blocks are. The blocks were here. I did some of them. And that's when I said there's got to be a better way. And I went digging around. It was actually in a blog forum somewhere that somebody said, oh, why don't you try Simply Applique? And I'm like, ooh, what's that? And that's how I figured out what that was. And on her patterns, so this is the dinosaurs, she's got the applique pieces broken apart. See? Applique pieces are broken apart. So you would scan these in on a scanning mat. This is the reason I got the Brother Scan and Cut. And I just got a new scanning mat in the mail while we were gone. Y'all, I came home, there was a pile of packages. Looks like Christmas outside my house. But the scanning mat is very cool. You don't have to have one. You can put these on a light tack mat. But, or the way I did it the other day where I actually used a document protector and I taped the document protector to the mat and then scanned a regular. But my scanning mat came in. So the scanning mat is very handy because it has, you don't cut on this one. This is not for cutting. But it has a clear flap that you can put your paper in. And then you put this into the Scan and Cut. So once it goes into the Scan and Cut, I upload it to the cloud the Brother Scan and Cut canvas. That's free to do that. And then download it once as a SVG file so that the Scan and Cut can cut out the fabric, and then download it again as an FCM file, and the software called Simply Applique will convert that FCM file into an applique embroidery file for your machine, your embroidery machine. It's very cool and it's a lot of fun, and it's just so much more productive and then doing it that way. So if you're interested in doing that, Allbrands has Simply Applique on their website, and you can, if you go to allbrands.com and then just in the search box type Simply Applique, and then scroll down, and there's a couple of my videos down there on their website showing how I do that. So it is a lot of fun. It changes everything. So I was going to make dinosaurs for the Facebook Live because Barbara wants some samples. I also have her Monsters quilt, and I made this for my grandson several years ago for Christmas, and here's a picture of it right here. Y'all, I had so much fun with that, but I did not have Simply Applique at the time. So all of that applique on that quilt was done the old-fashioned way. It wasn't too bad because these monsters are fairly straightforward as far as, you know, just going around and stitching. And I just did, you know, a straight stitch. I didn't do a blanket or anything like that. So these are not too bad. But if you're ever going to do these, you definitely want to have some sort of cutting machine to be able to do, like, see these circles? Okay, these are all eyeballs and pupils, I think. Maybe these are just eyeballs. It just depends. You'd have to go around. But, you know, I was cutting 50 eyeballs at a time. So it's, you know, the idea of doing that by hand, oh, no way. So while I was there, I picked up just a couple of half-yard cuts on a teal and a pink and a gray, and then she had some 1-yard cuts of these batiks, and they're real pretty. It's got the blue and the purple, and then purple with some black dots, and then kind of more of a swirly teal. Could you see that, or did I have it too low? I'm sorry. So yeah, I thought I would go ahead and make up a couple of dinosaur samples and then have those available for the Facebook Live on Friday. So I'll put all this information below too, in case, you know, you missed it or whatever and you want to watch it. That should be fun. I've never done a Facebook Live. You guys are going to hear how I really talk. So I had also, while I was at the store over at Jean's, I picked up, this is Seashell by Via Rosa Designs, another one of my favorite pattern designers. And it's very, very simple, and it requires 39 5-inch squares. So Jean had done it using a panel. Let me show you a picture of it right here. So I think that's just a great way to use a panel. I'll pull this out. You know, she told me she had this, and she said, I didn't know what I was going to do with that. What are you going to put with that? And I just think it was ingenious to come up with a way, because these squares are all 5 inches. So you just cut them out, you know, on the edges, and make them fit into your pattern for that. So she put some other farm fabric with it. This is some yardage from that. And then here's some stars and some red. She has this as a kit in her store. And so I wanted to show you guys this. And here is, this is one of the background pieces. And then here's another piece that you would use to mix it all in. And it's just a precious little quilt. I think this would look great hanging in a kitchen, you know, or a hallway that leads to a kitchen. Just great, you know, kind of farmhouse, shabby chic, real nice, very nice stuff. So got that, and I'm going to put that together And what else? I had told y'all on the 21st of May, Fat Quarter Shop is having a row along with their Jolly Bar Book 2. And it came in this weekend as well. There's going to be a lot of bloggers, quilt bloggers that are doing the row along. I know Pat Sloan is, and a couple of other people. You can go out on Fat Quarter Shop's blog or on their page and you can see all the designers that are going to be doing it. But I am too. So if you want to follow along, you can do that. I don't know if I'm going to do it on video or not. I might be doing it on my blog, or I'll shoot a video of it and post that link on my blog as well. But you'll see it. If you're subscribed, you'll get the notification when I put this out. I went ahead and got Harper's Garden Jolly Bar to do this row along, and it comes with the Refractions quilt pattern. So all Jolly Bars will come with a quilt pattern inside of them as well. And then when I ordered this, I went ahead and picked up a yard of coordinating fabric to Harper's Garden, just a piece, just some yardage, and for me to use as the binding. I don't know what I'm going to do. I think I can use a white in here for the background, and I've got plenty of that. I have lots of different shades of white, but I did need a little bit of something for the binding, so I went ahead and picked up a yard just to make sure I've got enough. But yeah, that's going to be a lot of fun. So that's this coming Wednesday. Two Chicks Quilting down in Grenada, Texas had a Facebook Live shopping spree last week. And I got another 6-pack. And a lot of you were in our Facebook group, Power Tools with Thread Facebook group. Please join. A lot of you had gone on there and seen it too and bought your own 6-packs. This is a refill. Now the refill doesn't come with a little box. I just put the 6-pack box like you'd get beer in. I just used the 6-pack box as a way to show you guys the fabric that came in the one I got. I can't remember the name of it, but it's all nautical fabrics. So there's some sailboats. These all go with the 6-pack quilt pattern. And the quilt pattern it just requires 6 1-yard cuts. And Julie and her team down there put them together for you. So these came in the mail. And like I said, it has these sailboats. And it came with these birds. Look like seagulls or something to that effect. And we've got some more boats. And this piece looks like waves or clouds. It's very pretty. I like it. And then we have some stars. And then we have a neutral. And it's got some little swirly patterns on there. I really like this. This is beautiful. You know, this would make a really nice masculine quilt. So I will put the shop name and the phone number down below. And if you're interested in getting this, give them a call and see if they have any more of the one that had the sailboats. It was the navy kind of kit that had the sailboats. So I got that. And if you buy a refill, it's $5 off. So a 6-pack is $69 for 6 1-yard cuts. That's pretty good. And if it's a refill, they take off $5. But you get this in your first one. You don't get this in your refill. So, not like I need another one of those around. Also, I called Two Chicks the day after the sale, and if you guys recall, I had made this Via Rosa Designs quilt top, and it was called Sea Glass, but on the Via Rosa Designs site, it is called Panama City. And so I had made this quilt top and showed it to you in my last video or so. And I called Julie and I told her, I said, hey, I made this top. The fabric is called Well Said by Sandy Gervais. And could you hook me up with a backing? Y'all, look what she sent. She sent that grunge. I think it's a grunge and it's got stars. I can't remember what this line is called. Is it Basic Gray? I'm trying to remember. Here it is right here. Basic Gray Grunge Seeing Stars from Moda. And this is the turquoise. You guys, what a great backing this is going to be for this quilt. Look at this. How nice, huh? She's got good taste. I couldn't have picked this for my, that ain't how I roll. She did good. I'm very happy. She said, oh yeah, this will work great. It'll look beautiful. And she's absolutely right. Julie, thank you. Did a fabulous job with that. I really appreciate it. this just perfect. It's perfect. Love it. Also, remember I was doing the Seeing Stars quilt from Pat Sloan, and I was waiting for some darker blue. That came in from Fat Quarter Shop. So I got some darker blue, and so this is going to be the dark stars in the Seeing Stars pattern. And then this is going to be the backing. So I got backing for it too. It's all going to look great. I got a lot of irons in the fire here. The first thing I got to do is edit this video and get it out on YouTube. But the second thing I have to do is get started on those dinosaurs. And I'm going to go ahead and video those so that you can see. It's going to kind of be a warm-up to doing Warmest Wishes the first week of July, which is a quilt we're also going to do from Urban Elements. I'll link to that below. Okay, I think that's all I had to show you. That's quite a bit. I gotta find somewhere to put all this. I do have some extra space in my stash now because I've been sewing my stash, so that's kind of cool too. All right, you guys, I hope you're having a wonderful weekend. If you like the video, please subscribe. We just kind of chit chat here, and I do a tutorial every once in a while. Please give it a thumbs up, and we'll talk to you soon. Go sew something. Bye.